This one thing is going to define our whole season. But I like it though. Good people, it's your boy Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk, right back, like I never left. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all feeling? I'm feeling phenomenal. I gotta be honest with you, man. I know it's the dead time of the summer, and we can't wait for the season to kick off and training camp, things like that. But like I tell you all the time, I be listening to different people, like all of the talking heads, everybody on Twitter, YouTube comments, YouTube videos. I get inspiration from everywhere, and I gotta give it to Nick Wright. He actually said something in the show that sparked my curiosity, and it wasn't the topic they were talking about. It was context during the topic, and he was talking about, basically, they were talking about the AFC East and how it's going to be a gauntlet for the AFC East quarterbacks, and it's going to be kind of like whoever emerges at the top is going to be battle tested for the playoffs. And the main thing he kept pointing out was this: the AFC East has a phenomenal, might be the best division in football with cornerbacks. And I was like, let me go look. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I don't know. Because I'm looking at the NFC East. The Cowboys got Stephon Gilmore, Trayvon Diggs, Deron Bland, Jordan Lewis. Like, we stacked in the secondary. I didn't even get to Israel Mukuamu in our safety room, which is crazy. The Eagles got a great cornerback room. I ain't even going to lie. You know what I'm saying? With Slay and Bradbury and what's the other dude named Maddox and et cetera. You know what I'm saying? Now, Washington's cornerback room, not too bad. Giants cornerback room, not too bad. Like, they just drafted Emmanuel Forbes in Washington. And, the defense last year for the Giants wasn't just super horrible. They were good enough to make the playoffs. Let's just say that. But then you go to the AFC East, and this is what stuck out to me. They do got some crazy cornerback rooms. You know what I'm saying? And it really just made me realize he might be right. But this is what I stepped back and realized. This is the thing that changed the game. This is what's going to define our season. You know what I'm saying? This is Dak's revenge season. I've been saying that earlier. They was mad at me on Twitter because I said he's coming back this year to prove himself. But it's because this ain't a slouch schedule. We got good cornerbacks up and down our schedule. Seriously. Good cornerbacks up and down our schedule. We'll talk about the AFC East, but outside of the AFC East, we got the 49ers, the Chargers. They got good secondaries. You know what I'm saying? The Seattle Seahawks defense is not no slouch. Like, outside of the division, and the Lions are trying to be up and coming. So there's no easy games, not defensively, not cornerback wise, and I'll tell you why. Let's start with the lesser of the teams. Let's start with the Washington Commanders. The Washington Commanders are rolling out Emmanuel Forbes, still a rookie, but projected to be good. Kendall Fuller, decent. Safety Cameron Cole, Curl, and Derek Forrest. I'm not too familiar with him. My point is, not too shabby of a cornerback room. Might not be Pro Bowlers everywhere, but not too shabby. That's the warm-up. Then the Giants, they run out there with Deontay Banks and Adoree Jackson. And then they got Xavier McKinney, who's a great safety, and Jason Pinnock. I'm not too familiar with him. I'm not a Giants fan, so I don't know their rosters in and out. I'm just talking about mainly their secondaries and cornerbacks. That's not too shabby neither. Not too shabby. I ain't saying it's the best. I'm not saying we're not going to dominate them week one, because we will. My point is, it ain't going to be just that easy. You know what I'm saying? I already told you about the Eagles. Y'all know about Darius Slay and them. But let's get to the AFC East. And the reason why this is a big deal is because we play that whole division. Our whole division plays that division. So everyone's going to get defined this year. Jalen Hurts ain't going to have no easy year with cornerbacks and bad teams. Nah. Now, he got to go against the AFC East, too. Bill Belichick, Dak Prescott has beat Bill Belichick in a walk-off touchdown. But Bill Belichick's defenses is always crazy. We can start with the Patriots. Patriots, they're going to be rolling out for cornerback Christian Gonzalez and Jonathan Jones. Christian Gonzalez is projected to be great, too. I'm not too familiar with Jonathan Jones, but what I do know, and anything that Bill Belichick does, he knows how to coach secondaries. He's built and cultivated great cornerbacks his entire career. They gonna be able to. It's gonna be hard to score on them. He's gonna make you work for it. Let's just say that. But let's just put them at the bottom. Then you're gonna go to who? The Buffalo Bills. You know that you're gonna have to score some points because of Josh Allen. So you're not gonna just be out there going against nothing. But Tre'Davious White, one of the best corners in the league. You got Jordan Poyer at safety. You got Micah Hyde at safety. You got Khalil Elam at the other corner. Listen, that Bills game is not gonna be easy. You're gonna have to work for them points. And I like it though. Don't get me wrong. Excuse me. This isn't me coming here and saying, hey man, I don't know what we're gonna do. This is me coming in here and saying, I like it. Iron sharpens iron. I'm glad that there ain't no gimmies. We will be battle tested. We're either gonna find out that our team is not good, or we're gonna find out our team is ready for the playoffs. There won't be any like, I don't know, we ain't really played nobody. No, we gonna battle all year. All year. I like that. Every game, good cornerbacks, good quarterbacks, corner and quarter. It's going to be, we're going to have to put in work this year. Let's go to the Dolphins. Jalen Ramsey and Xavier Howard. I don't need to say nothing else. Javon Holland, I like him a lot. And Deshaun Elliott, not too familiar. But that secondary right there just says you're going to have to play, especially when they bringing out Tyreek Hill and Waddle, and they're going to put some points up. The Dolphins going to make you work. The Dolphins going to try to do the Eagles template from last year. We're going to get up on you, and you're going to have to score on this defense. Adding Ramsey is kind of like us adding Gilmore. I can't front. That one little change can make that defense real formidable. Yeah, I know Jalen Ramsey was burnt toast a lot last year, but he also is going to be looking across the field at another cornerback he can look at as his equivalent. Xavier Howard can play. He can play. The Dolphins ain't going to be no easy out. They can coach. It's going to be a game you're going to have to work for. And then I can go over to the young guns over there in New York, all of the young players. You already know. Sauce Gardner's apparently considered already the best corner in the league. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Jordan Whitehead, Adrian Amos, and DJ Reed. Like I said, I'm not a Jets fan. I don't know these dudes. I do know that the Jets defense is supposed to be decent. Sauce Gardner's name just kind of pops out, Quinnen Williams and stuff like that. But that's not going to be no easy game either when you add Aaron Rodgers. I've talked about how adding a receiver can change a whole team. Adding Aaron Rodgers can literally make that team way more formidable. I'm not saying we won't beat them. I'm saying we're going to have to work for it. And I'm looking at our schedule. And I've been saying this. I've been saying ain't no easy victories, and we should be cool with that. But my point is this. You should be excited that we're going to be playing good teams. Like, seriously, you should be like, nah, we need to put in work. You know what I'm saying? You should be excited to hear that we start off with the Giants, Jets. Cardinals is probably a gimme. Patriots make you work. San Fran, Chargers. Like, we're going to have to work. We need to work. I like that. Every season you go through injuries and doldrums and all kinds of different crises. That's the NFL. But I feel like teams perform better when they battle tested. Seriously. You're just more ready for anything in the playoffs. You're not caught off guard. So these teams that they get excited about not having a good schedule and I'm about to blow through these teams, you're going to end up like Philly. Played a horrible schedule last year. Every time they went up against a good team, they took an L. You don't want to beat it. It's like you're a paper champion. Played the Cowboys on Christmas Eve, smacked up. Ran through the playoffs playing Daniel Jones and Josh Johnson, and you get to the Super Bowl. We got this. Smacked up. You want to go against good talent. And I ain't here to hate. We both going to learn a lot about who's the real best quarterback in the NFC. Because everybody's saying it's between Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts. And everybody wants to just give it to Jalen Hurts. Well, we're going to get our answers about who's better. Because we both play the same division. Except they play a couple more extra better teams. Like the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is this. It's about quarterbacks, but it's also about the defenses you face. We always talk about what defenses we play. I mean, what quarterbacks we play when we're looking at schedules. Broaden your mind. Start looking at, well, what cornerbacks do we play? Not because you should be scared, but because you're going to get the answer you want. If you a Dak Prescott hater, and there's a lot of y'all out there, most hated, you should be excited. We about to go to Gauntlet. We about to play some of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. You're going to get your answer. But when Dak emerges on the other side dominating, you're not going to have no more excuses. Because we about to defeat good quarterbacks and cornerbacks this year before we get to the playoffs. This season is going to define a lot of things for us. But I like it. Iron sharpens iron. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments about them cornerbacks I laid out and about the fact that that's going to make us a better team. We might not be 12-5. We might be 11-6 this year. But a better team for the playoffs. I'll holla.